Hello there and welcome back to the Chap's Guide. My name is Ash and I am your host on this journey through men's style, self-development and personal grooming. Now, as you probably know if you watch this channel, I am the sort of chap who believes that a man, any man, looks his very best when he wears a suit. Be him a large man or a small man, the suit flatters pretty much every body type. And a well-cut suit should accentuate the positives of your physique and hide the negatives. There is little which any man can wear which offers such a better silhouette to the world than a well-cut suit. And as a consequence of that, I'm constantly seeking to get the best possible garments at the most frugal prices. That's absolutely true. And I entered the world of made-to-measure suits last year in 2021 when I ordered a garment from online tailor Hockerty. Now, it's fair to say it was a good process, but the resulting suit was, shall we say, a little perfunctory, and it's not a garment I have worn very often ever since. So for my second foray into the custom suit world, I have chosen Oliver Wicks. So I'm going to tell you about my experience purchasing this wonderful Oliver Wicks suit today. Okay, as ever, let's find out a little bit more about Oliver Wicks. Now, they were founded in 2012. Their headquarters are in the United States of America, and they are an e-commerce platform. In other words, they do not have any physical premises. So you make your purchases online. Everything is done through their website portal, their internet site. And on the face of it, they offer a very good selection of items from suits, shirts, outerwear, and the whole range of accessories. So a gentleman can more or less get everything that he needs from a visit to the Oliver Wicks website, which is nice and easy if that's what you seek. Now, Oliver Wicks suits are manufactured in Europe, in Bulgaria in fact, and they source the fabrics for their suiting from the finest mills in England and in Italy. So it's all top quality materials at the starting point, which should be quite a positive thing for us. I should tell you that Oliver Wicks have provided the suit that I'm wearing today at no cost. However, they have had no input whatsoever into the observations I'm making, so this is an entirely independent review. Okay, let's talk about the ordering process and how that went for me. Well, you go on the site and your journey to your custom suit begins with selecting the style of suit that you seek and the various different fabrics that suits are made in. I found this quite an easy process. There were an absolute plethora of suits, dozens and dozens, ranging from really quite formal, double-breasted, single-breasted, suits with waistcoats. Everything you can think of was represented on the site. So it was fairly easy for me to pick something that I liked the look of. Now, the materials, as I say, are sourced from the finest mills in England and in Italy. And there are everything you'd expect from woolens, woolen blends, you know, with cashmere, with mohair, with silk. There's even linen. So, you know, there's pretty much whatever you might be looking for in a suit, you will find something represented on the site. Now, the prices, you know, it's not a cheap site. You wouldn't expect that. We're getting a made-to-measure suit. So it begins in the made-to-measure area around about $700 US, and then it rises up to around about the high 900s. But again, it's absolutely dependent on the level of customization and what you seek to have with your suit. Because in the particular suit that I purchased, you know, I opted for just the simple two-piece suit. I could have gone for the suit with a waistcoat. I could have gone for the suit with an extra pair of slacks, you know, because the trousers generally wear out quicker. It all depends on what you want, the price point that you're going to pay. But I found it really easy to navigate. When you've selected your suit, and if you're not sure about the fabric, you can actually order some swatches and they will send you some samples of the material so you know exactly what it's like. You can touch it, feel it, so you can be confident in your purchase. But once you've selected the style and the fabric, then you can go into the customization bit. And I guess this is what having a made-to-measure suit is all about. It's those little touches, the special details that you want to make your suit stand out from anybody else's. And I found the process fairly straightforward and fairly easy to navigate my way through, because you get to choose everything from, you know, the style of lapel, the peak lapel I chose on this suit. You can have notched, different widths, you can have different pocket styles in the slacks, you can have pleats, you can have cuffs. Everything is there. You can choose the interior, the sort of colour of the lining of your garment. You can have it customized with a monogram. There's pretty much everything. I mean, you know, there are other online tailors who will perhaps offer greater levels of personalization, but for me, with quite exacting standards, I found it fairly easy to pick the suit that I wanted. And what I wanted on this occasion was something quite conservative, because I've got a large collection of suits, and you know, I wanted something which could easily be described as business formal. So I went for a charcoal grey suit, which has a slight red window check pattern running through it, just as a little bit of detail to catch the eye, in a simple 2-button, 2-piece suit. Little more than that, you know, quite simple and straightforward. I chose a material in a 12.5 ounce woolen material, which would be ideal for autumn and winter. Perhaps sounds strange as I'm standing here bathed in the early summer sunlight, but I do live in the UK, and you know, it is quite cool in the autumn and winter, so I went for a heavier suit, heavy material in my suit, and I think it works rather well. The drape is fantastic, and I was allowed to put in those little nuances just that I would pick for this suit, like the peak lapels, the style of pocket that I have. It's wonderful when you've presented with all these options and you can select the suit exactly that you want. Of course, once you've picked your suit and you've done all the customization, then you have to measure yourself to make sure that the suit you get is going to fit you well. And I have to say, this again was quite easily achieved going through the Oliver Wicks site. You're talked through the whole process by a number of videos which explain how to take your measurements. I think there were between sort of 13, 15 or so individual measurements which were required for my suit, and I would say it's always best to have a second pair of hands to help you doing that. So my wife was there to double check the measurements I had taken, just to make sure that everything was correct. It's fully explained and easy to navigate. And if you are concerned that you're not going to get the right size or whatever, you could always just book a session with a seamstress or a tailor and get them to take your professional measurements for you if you're not confident at all about providing the correct measurements. However, that said, it is fair to say that Oliver Wicks actually have an excellent fit guarantee, which means that even if your suit turns up and it's not the perfect fit, they do have a process in place in which you can take your suit to a local tailor and they will pay up to $125 to have your suit measured and altered to fit you perfectly. And if it's not possible to get that suit to fit as you like it, they have a commitment to re-tailor another garment for you using adjusted measurements. So there is that confidence of purchasing, having that guaranteed good fit, which is very good. Now, whilst on the site, I decided I would deck myself out with an entire ensemble from Oliver Wicks. So I had a made-to-measure shirt as well. The shirt I'm wearing, a white simple cotton twill shirt I selected from their site. Again, it's custom, made to measure. Pretty much the same as ordering the suit. You select the shirt that you want, you supply the measurements, and you're well on the way to getting a perfect fitting shirt. And I took the option of going for one of their grenadine silk ties, which I think fits rather well with the conservative business formal look that I'm trying to achieve today, with one of their nice Italian silk printed pocket squares. So all in all, the ensemble is entirely provided by Oliver Wicks, and I have to say, I think it cuts rather a dash, don't you? So what happens after you've placed your order? Well, it should take around 4 weeks or so for your suit to be tailored and then dispatched to you. In my own case, shortly after I placed my order, I received an email from somebody in the manufacturing process who just wanted to check a few of my measurements with me because they thought they were outside the normal parameters, which was great. It let me know that they are taking an interest. They're not sort of automatically churning out these garments. Somebody's looking at my measurements and wants to make sure that the suit fits perfectly. That was great. Shipping to get the suit to you is included in the cost of your suit, so there is no cost, as are taxes and any local duties, so you shouldn't have any more to pay after you place your order. Now, unfortunately, if you live in the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, Oliver Wicks have paused their service to the UK as a consequence of the UK's withdrawal from the European Union. Hopefully that will be resolved sometime soon, and you'll be able to, we will be able here in this country to avail ourselves of the Oliver Wicks catalogue very soon. But at the present time, if you're a British customer, unfortunately you won't be able to order right now. Around about 4 weeks later, my suit arrived, and this is what it looked like straight out of the box. Well folks, the big moment has arrived. It's been around 4 to 5 weeks since we placed our order, and the post person has just bought me something special this morning. So as you can see, it comes in a nice robust box. Everything is nice and secure in there. I haven't opened it yet. It'll be the first time I see what is within also. So let's get it open and have a look what we have here. And here it is. Just pop that down. Excuse the clattering noise. So we have a suit bag, and what we have inside. So some information on our suit, and what we have here, all our bits and pieces which will assist us should we require any alteration. So it's just information here for me to make any notes and adjustments that are necessary, which I think is a good little thing to have. Also, we have that pocket square which I ordered, and as you can see, it comes nicely packaged with the individual Oliver Wicks branding. And on first glance, this silk pocket square looks fantastic. I have to say, that is very pleasing on the eye. It's going to look great in the pocket. Feels lovely as well, good quality silk. That is what we want to see. Also here we've got a little note thanking us for our order, which is always nice to receive. Information about their guaranteed fit. Good quality stationery as well. As a man who likes the stationery, I appreciate it. The tie, we ordered a tie too. Comes as part of the ensemble that we've ordered. And there we have it. Again, all very nicely packed, all very corporate in its appearance. Let's have a look at this tie. I can tell you now, it's got a pleasing weight to it. And doesn't that look rather lovely? Doesn't it indeed? Put it with the shirt. There's our little shirt. Let's just get the shirt out of the bag. This is a custom shirt, you may recall. So I have to provide my exacting measurements. Oh, I love that. Can you see that? They've actually personalised it there with the word chap, which I think is superb. I think we can visualise it now, perhaps, how it's going to look with that tie. And I like the muted burgundies and the navies there. That's going to look fantastic. I look forward to trying that on. But of course, what we've just seen is the window dressing. What we're really interested in seeing is the suit. Let us get the suit out of this lovely suit bag, and we will see. First time I'll see this material right now, and here it is. I gotta say, it's come rather nicely packaged, and it is a sort of charcoal grey worsted wool with light plaid stripes of sort of burgundy red, and as you can see, that looks superb. That is a classic, wonderful looking suit. Obviously inside with the lining, which is red, nice scarlet colour. The slacks are exactly the same. This looks to be a wonderful suit. I can't wait to get it on and show you what it looks like, but I wanted to show you what it looked like coming out of the box so you know how it will appear if you were to order one also. So let's give it a try. And here it is, as you've already seen it. Here is my suit from Oliver Wicks, my two-piece single-breasted suit in that quite conservative charcoal grey colour, and I have to say I've been very fortunate. It fitted me perfectly immediately. The jacket fits great across the shoulders, across the chest, not too tight, not too slack. The trousers, perfect length with the break that I like. And I think that's down to the fact that I took a lot of time making sure that my measurements were just right. The material is of excellent quality. I have to admit I've been very impressed and I am very pleased with the outcome. The product has been beyond my expectations. It has fitted so well and it is of such good quality. I've got no complaints. I've got no requirement to take up their perfect fit guarantee. I don't need to go and see the tailor. I am very happy with every element of this garment, particularly the quality, even the fine detail, you know, the way that the trousers have been finished at the break. Everything is as good as any other suit that I own, if not somewhat better. So I am very pleased with the outcome. So what are my final observations about my experience with Oliver Wicks? Well, for me, it's been a great experience. I found the ordering process easy to navigate, the prices entirely proportionate for the end result. So, you know, I don't mind paying good quality prices for good quality items. When the garment turned up, it was exactly as expected. It fitted perfectly, the material was of great quality, and I'm entirely satisfied with it. I wouldn't have any hesitation in making a further order from Oliver Wicks, and I certainly hope to do so once they continue or they resume their service to the United Kingdom when we get over the various issues with importing things to this country. So overall, my experience has been first class. And of course, the advantage with a made-to-measure garment, if you're an unusual shape or size, or you've got certain quirks that you like to have in your suit, say you don't like having belt hoops, you like to have side tabs, or you like to wear braces, or you like to have your pockets at a certain angle with flaps, without flaps, you like certain lapel widths or styles, you can choose all of it if you go made to measure, because you're going to get a custom suit and nobody else is going to have a suit exactly like yours. And I think for me, that is the prime advantage of going made to measure. So my experience today has been excellent. I would recommend it entirely. And I hope you've found this video of some use if you're thinking about embarking upon a made to measure custom suit journey. If you have enjoyed the video, of course I would encourage you to give us a thumbs up. If you like the work that we're doing here at the Chap's Guide, go ahead and click that red subscribe button. If you would like to support the channel in a practical way, you can buy me a coffee by clicking that buy me a coffee link in the show notes below. And of course, you can even click the super thanks button now down alongside the thumbs up button. So all of these ways are great to help us along. So until the next time, look good in your formal wear or just casual suiting, because a suit makes you look sharp. It provides the silhouette of the classic menswear look. So until the next time, take care of yourselves and I will see you again very soon.